This time I ordered a lot. Let's see what's inside. I ordered very specifically for my cowl coming up here shortly. So one of the first things to jump out of the bag is this Hobbii Amigo XL. So this is 100% acrylic. It is 50 grams or 1.75 ounces, 100 meters or 109 yards. It's a number 4 medium weight yarn, and this color is number 11. It's a very dark green color that I got to pair with one of the other yarns in the bag. So this Amigo, it just seems like an average acrylic to me. It is nice and soft. It has a high twist, so it looks like it's gonna have some pretty good stitch definition. So I'm not in love, but I'm not displeased either. I think it's gonna get the job done. The yarn that I ordered to go with it, I've already cheated and started my project, so you guys, I couldn't wait. You can see it coming out of the bottom. I couldn't wait. I've got that crochet along coming up in March, and I wanted to offer a worsted weight version, hence these worsted weight yarns. And so as soon as it arrived, I already started. I will show you my progress, but first the yarn. This is Lollipop Melange, also by Hobbii. It's 30% wool, 70% acrylic. There's 200 grams or 7 ounces per cake, 350 meters or 382 yards, a number 4 medium weight worsted weight wool and acrylic blend. This is color 8. You can see it's a striping set of teals, and there's kind of some greenish, like greener gray teals in there as well, which is why I got it to pair with the Amigo XL. And let's just go ahead and take a break and show you the two together, because why not? So this is how the Amigo XL and the Melange are working up together, Lollipop Melange. So they are almost identical in weight, right? Even though some yarns are a number 4 worsted, sometimes they don't fit very well together. These two fit very well together. They both have a pretty high twist. I think the Amigo XL has a little bit higher of a twist on it, but it's, I mean, hardly, barely there, right? The only big noticeable difference is the fact that the Melange has like this striping effect to it, and also because it has that wool content, I'm assuming, it's got a little bit of a bite to it. Not bad. I have no issues with wool sensitivities, and if you had a wool sensitivity, if it's slight, you could be fine with the Lollipop. But I did want to mention that it's not as soft as the XL. It's got a little, it just feels like it's got some wool in it, because it does. So I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. It is worsted weight. I'm curious to see how this is going to block with the wool in it. I'm going to wet block it. Some acrylics react, wool definitely reacts. So I'm curious to see if the cowl is going to get some drape to it. But yeah, I'm working on my second repeat of the design here, and then on my border, and it'll be nice and warm, that's for sure. It's got lovely stitch definition together, and it's squishy. It's really nice and squishy. So I enjoy that about both of these yarns. So this is the only yarn that I've actually worked up. The rest of it, it's just show and tell. So the next yarn in the bag, I also bought, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like the Amigo XL and the Lollipop Melange together for the cowl. I also got worsted weight wool, 100% wool options to see, and I will be working these up as well. So this is Happy Sheep Woolpower. It is a single ply yarn. It's 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. There's 160 meters or 174 yards. It is a number 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and this color is color 2. It's like a white gray option. It does have like this little bit of a heather running through it, which I think is really nice. And I got the print, Happy Sheep Woolpower print, to go with it for the cowl, because it does that same kind of gradient striping effect. But see, I went light on the contrast instead of dark, because I want to see how that's going to work up as well. The reason I decided to go with the acrylic and acrylic wool blend option is because they have a high twist. They're applied yarn with the high twist, which gives great stitch definition. These yarns are singles which I was worried would potentially lose some stitch definition. And because they are 100% wool, they might have a little bit of a fuzz halo distracting from the mosaic pattern. So I went with the acrylic first. I'm gonna try this one next. I've worked with Happy Sheep's sock wool, and I really enjoy it. So the worsted weight, this Woolpower, feels like on the same par. If you have a wool sensitivity, it might be a little bit much for you, but it's fine for me. I love my wools, even my woolly wools, but this isn't a woolly wool, but it's almost there. So yeah, I'm super excited to try these together. This color is 116, and it's got yellows and turquoise and green, so I think it's gonna pair up very nicely. Guess I'm in a blue phase of my crafting. I didn't even notice my shirt's also blue. There's more. I also had to pick up some of this new yarn. This is Kind Feather, 100% acrylic. There's 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 235 meters or 257 yards. This is a number 3 light, which means it's a DK weight yarn, and I got the color number 9. So this acrylic feels like Hobbie's Butterfly, just not quite as silky as Butterfly feels, but it is nice and incredibly soft, pretty squishy. It's got a super duper high twist on it there, almost like very springy. The individual plies are they kinky? Oh, I see what's going on here. So the individual plies that make up the yarn are all individual 2-plies. So there's a bunch of 2-plies that are then plied back onto itself like a cable ply. So that's why it's got that high twist to it. But yeah, it's really soft. I know pink isn't my favorite color, but I wanted to go for this dusty pink because this is the color I do go for if I grab pink, and it is nice and pretty. I think it will work up nicely into something for one of my daughters. But yeah, the soft is there for sure. We'll just have to see how it works up. Then I just had to give these a try as well. So these are rainbow 4-ply sock wools. They also have an 8-ply, but I grabbed the 4-ply. This is 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It is 50 grams, 1.75 ounces, 210 meters or 229 yards. It's a number 1 super fine fingering weight yarn. I do love a good wool nylon polyamide blend of fingering weight yarn. So I got color 8, which is black, and color 30, which is orange, and they feel like good staple sock wools. Nothing to complain about here. A good workhorse fingering weight wool blend. I'm very excited to work with these. I think that it's nice that they come in these little 50-gram pairs depending on how many you need for socks. If 25 grams is not enough for contrast colors, you could get the 50 grams for a contrast color. So I just got one of each in these 2 colors. I have no plans for them, but I'm glad to have them when inspiration strikes. I also had to grab this drawstring bag. How cool is this? Wool is cool. This bag had my name all over it. It's got this drawstring closure. It's just one fabric, no lining. And I want to say it was like a super affordable price. And I've got so many works in progress. You guys may have seen my tag. I know it's over 17 whips, and I'm starting to run out of bags from my whips, and instead of getting rid of my whips, I'm just starting more and getting more bags. I also got a pouch they put my notions in and a candy. So I ordered a couple hooks to try out, and I've already busted into this one. So this is Prim 5.0 crochet hook, and I'm really enjoying working with it. I'm using it on that cowl I showed you, and the handle is really smooth. It is hard. You can't push into it, but it's very smooth. I do like the way that it feels. I love that it's round because I like to roll my crochet hook while I'm crocheting. You have this tapered It's a tapered end, which are my favorite. So I love the head. I love the shape of the taper. The material is smooth. It's not the smoothest metal I've ever worked with, but it is smooth enough that it doesn't squeak or give me any sort of sensory issues. My only complaint is I wish the handle was just a little bit longer. I'm a knife holder and I like it to come past my hand. So that is my one complaint, but other than that, I've really enjoyed working with these. So I'm actually going to order one of their ergonomic hooks, which has a thicker handle, and maybe it'll be longer. We'll see. That's the other thing too, though. I wish it didn't get skinnier here. Maybe that's more preferable for a pencil hold because it tapers off. There's no weight there. There's less weight on your wrist. So yeah, I do like them though. And I will use it, so. And depending on the size of your order, I think Hobbii usually throws in a little bonus extra, which I got this yarn pin. I don't remember ordering this. And I didn't see any other bonuses in there. So I think this was the little extra that came with my order. And I don't remember if I showed you, of course, I got the Hobbii candy too. So that was everything in my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video. I know you guys usually do. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these yarns, and let me know if you have any recommendations for what I should use the kind feather or the sock wool for. And yeah, until next time guys, happy crafting. Bye.